This is an ice maker made by Scotchmen. It came in for repairs and I did the repairs yesterday and we ran it overnight, and when I came in the morning this ice tray was completely filled up with ice. I took some out now, but it was much more than it is now, and it filled up to the point where it jammed in here where the ice cubes come out from, which is not normally. It should switch off once it's full of ice, and once some of the ice is melted it should start up again, and that feature on this ice maker wasn't working. So I'll just show you how I check it and how I repair it. Now this little metal probe here has got a thermostat bulb in here, and this down here is the thermostat. It's got two thermostats. There's one and that's the second one. This one will switch the ice maker off once ice forms on this probe. So what I do is I take some ice and I cover this probe until it's completely covered with ice. Once it's completely covered with ice, we give it like 30 seconds or so. Then on your thermostat, it's got a screw here where you can adjust colder and warmer on the thermostat. Now the way it was, I had to turn it completely in the off position for the ice maker to stop, and the second I switch it on again it would start straight away, which is not right. So the calibration inside this thermostat is wrong. It happens, it's a spring against the diaphragm and it loses some elasticity over the years. So how I fix it, I turn this thermostat to more or less the middle of its range. Now if you have a look, this knob can rotate just about 360 degrees. So we go to the middle, which is about there, and at that point you would like the thermostat to switch off. Now you can hear a little clicking sound it makes on and off, and that clicking sound you would like in the middle of the range. Now to get it to the middle of the range, you adjust a little screw there. You turn it in or out, and what you're doing is making the thermostat colder and warmer. And once you got that clicking sound of the contacts opening and closing in the middle of the range, now there's probably about a third of a turn now that I have to turn in order to get that clicking sound in the middle. And that distance between the on and off we call the differential. Now to adjust the differential, there's a screw behind here. Now that screw, by turning it in, you make the differential shorter. In other words, the position between the click on and the click off, you get less. Now we're down to about a quarter turn, and you can go a little bit further, turn it a little bit more, and you make that distance slightly shorter. So there's a shorter differential. But if you turn too much, then the contacts don't work at all. So you must get it just as short as the differential, as short as you can, without turning it in too deep. Once you got it at that position where in the middle of the range you can hear the clicking sound and it's less than a quarter turn, you leave it there, take the ice cubes off, and within 2 minutes the ice maker will start up and make ice. And once it's made enough ice to cover this probe again, it will switch itself off. And that is how I adjust the thermostat on these Scotchmen ice makers.